Hello, it's Alicia with Ali.plans.cuteness, continuing the Ollie's hauls. Sorry, I'm trying to not crinkle. Again, I got a comment a couple videos ago, so I'm trying to be very careful. But I am continuing the hauls from the last 2 weekends. This is like part 3 at this point. I still don't know if we'll finish. I'm actually going to try to make this one a little shorter if I can, because last time, I apologize, I cut off the video like very quick at the end. I was like, oh, okay, kids here, bye. Because my husband told me he'd be home at like 5:30 and it was 5 o'clock and my family came home and I was like, oh no. Again, I try not to like record with the kids around because you know, just try to keep them off of videos and stuff for right now, off of my videos, just for, you know, personal privacy reasons, whatever. No shade if you like your kids on your videos, I think that's fine. I just, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And so I knew that they would be coming in like all excited from their little excursion and want to talk to me, and so like the door was like busting open. I was like, okay, bye. So hopefully that will not happen today. I just realized I once again am not wearing my watch, which is part of why last time they really did come home early, but now I don't know how much time I have because my phone is my clock, but I'm recording on it, so that's fine. We will just figure this out. So let's go through and look at what I found in my like Ollie's extravaganza around Houston the last couple weekends. I thought these were really cool, like very unique. So these are like mirrored embellishments, that's what they call them, icon mirrors. I will say if you see stuff like this, check it like carefully, because the first sets I picked up, there was definitely some that were like chipped and things like that, so I don't know how delicate these are, but I, you know, had to dig through a little bit to find ones that weren't. So just something to look out for, because I wasn't at first, and then I was like, oh, I have like 2 chipped ones. That's not what you want. Sorry. I also have these, I don't know if I showed these before or not, so let me just show them now. These music notes, I just thought they were cool because they're like that hollow glitter type look, and they're slightly puffy, so they're not like huge thickers or anything, but they definitely pop up a little bit, and you probably can't tell off the page, so that's fun. These are very puffy and very cute because they're little shakers. Isn't that fun? So these little Jolie's Boutique shakers, got Celebrate, Party, just all kinds of little fun inserts and things. So I thought these were adorable, so I got those. I also don't know if I've hauled these before, so I think I found like one, and I can't remember if I got it or not, because I know sometimes I've seen these pads and they're like $2, sometimes they're $3, sometimes they're $4, and sometimes they're $1, and these were $1 this time. So I picked some up because I just thought they were adorable. So I'm gonna look at them quickly. Here, before we do that, let's get these away. I've seen other people haul these. I haven't had the chance to open them and play with them. Once I do, I can maybe come back to that, because I probably won't have time today, but I found those inks. So hopefully they're good. If they are, that's, you know, a pretty nice deal. So let's look at these guys. So all these really fun, cute foods. They're just so adorable. I love the cutesy stuff, and these are that. So look at little ice creams. These are ice creams. That's a cupcake. Little kitty, panda bear, little mice. So cute. Oh, the kitty. Oh, that's a kitty and a coffee too. I thought that was a cupcake. I'm just looking quickly. And then look at all these fruities. Such fun. And then you got these little notes. You can use these, you know, either in planners, which I do use my planner, or you can make little like fun journaling cards with these, like back them on something and tuck them into like little photo albums. Wouldn't that be fun? More fun foods. And these, yeah, these are like a slight, you can see like a slight sheen to them. Parts of them, not the whole thing, but parts of it have like this overlay that makes them shine. Like on this rice bowl, you can see it's like the cheeks and the mouth and the eyes and the rice. And the little purple on the sticks. So that's fun. Look at the teeny tinies. They're so cute. Little bear burger. These are just adorable. And these are on clear backing. These are again more like planner style stickers. These have like shimmer and glitter and some of that like kind of iridescent overlay. Do they have glitter? No, it's just that overlay. Very cute. Sloppy. I love coffee. I am a coffee fiend. I must have it, or I am a miserable human. More little shapes that you can put notes on. This is just adorable. Little animal treats and treats. Some of these designs overlap, but I don't think that there's like two of the same page. So like some of the designs are similar, but I think every page is different, which is pretty cool. Like, yeah, like here we've got two of the sloppy. Up here, there was just, yeah, these were bigger, these are smaller. So I think every single one of these, look at the eggs. Too fun. I think every single page is different. More teeny, tiny little guys, but this is the sweets. Again, they're on clear. And donuts. And treats. Some yummy foods. And baking crazy. More little planner guys. And shiny treats. These are fun. They're just such fun, bright colors. And I also like how these are like pinks and purpley. So like instead of being bright red, it's kind of pinkish. So like depending on what your color scheme is, it's not, you know, like as bright red as normal. So you could maybe use this with a different type of color scheme. Because I like the pinks and the brights and the colors. So cute. Little baking stuff. Tea bags. Aww. I love these tiny ones. They're just adorable. So more designs of those. These you could use as labels or headers. Oh, I love these. These would just be so cute in a little pocket, like a little tuck spot with these little notes. And these, because they're like symmetrical, you could like do them back to back even if you wanted. So you wouldn't even need to back it with cardstock if you didn't want to. And these are like, these are not, they're not exactly like as thick as like super thick cardstock stickers, but they're thicker than like paper. They're like a thin cardstock sticker. More planner stuff, some alphas and these little stars, and that is the end. So that sticker book is so fun. So I'm glad I found, again, I'm pretty sure I hauled one of these. I can't remember. I know I've seen one or two books like this that were fat that I didn't pick up because I was like, I don't like the price, but they are so cute. All right, I got these. These are just different. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use them, but I thought they were really pretty, like these big swirls. They're kind of like they're like a pinkish rose gold. So I feel like they're a little bit more pink than the typical rose gold. They've got that dimension to them. Some of them are kind of funny, but I think some of these, like that little swirl, like if I put this design on something, I just think that could be really cool. So I have those. Oh, I already have, that's where I have these. And then these, I was so excited, you guys. I love bling. I love sparkle. And these colors are just so pretty. All the like kind of pastel-y, but like, I don't know, like rainbow. Like they're bright, but like pastel colors. I don't know how to explain it. They're not like totally muted. So these are so cool. And I like tried to open this and play with it a little bit. It does seem like some of it is maybe kind of attached, so you could theoretically do this design. But the middle, actually like the whole middle is sticky. So the whole middle is like double-sided sticky. So I wouldn't keep it on this. And they peel off really easy, so that's what I was interested in. Like, do I have to keep them in this design or do they pop off? They pop off, but like everything in between these little gems is like sticky. So if you put this on something without you know, covering that or doing something with it, it's gonna just get all kinds of dirt and gunk in there. So that I thought was kind of a weird aspect of the design. But yeah, those are super pretty. I found these. I have a friend who already picked up a couple for me, but I grabbed like 2 more because I like bling and I thought they were pretty. This obviously shows like a wedding style, but it doesn't have to be for that. I thought these strips could be really cool on something. These are not American Crafts, but I thought they were cute and they were 99 cents. Cluck, I like it. So I got those. I've seen a couple of people haul these. These I think could just be fun. I think it was Lisa who talked about like using just like single larger letters on things for initials. And so I think that could be cool. I think it's interesting that they're on this like clear. I haven't played with them, so I don't know if they're just like peel off as stickers or if they actually kind of stay on this acetate backing. You probably could keep them on the acetate backing even if you could peel them off. Also, by the way, now that I think about it, if you peel them off, unless there's a lot of adhesives left behind, you could use that acetate for something. So those are fun. I got these. I am not going to use them as a cookie stencil. I thought these could be really cute for like journaling. So, you know, you've got this like striped design with that hexagon in the middle. So I thought that could be fun to outline something. So you could, of course, put the flowers in there or use them separate. But yeah, so I didn't get these for sweets. I got them for actual like stenciling in paper craft. This, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I thought it was interesting. So I was like, let me just try it. For $1, I feel like this kind of specialty paper would be more typically, so it might be worth it. So it says it's like water slide paper, and it says you can print it at home to make a transferable decal. And so there's 4 pieces in here, and it shows like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like those, like the stamps, the temporary tattoos, where you put them on and you like wet the back and then like slide the paper off and the tattoo stays. That's what this looks like to me. I have no idea if that's what it is, but I don't know. I figure for $1, if it's cool, then great. I have something fun, and if not, I tried. I also think I've hauled these before, but I found some more, so I was very excited because I think these are cool for Halloween. They're cool for Harry Potter. Yep. And I got these. These are just paper bags, but 10 of these like paper bags with these really nice handles for $1. That's a great deal, and I thought these are just kind of perfect because they'll be nice for like swapped or gifts. You can decorate them, you can put all kinds of stuff on them, and so like if there's a time where I want a bag, I don't want to make it for a swap, I just want to grab one and like put on the decorations and be set. So, and 10 for $1 is a very good deal for bags. Okay, I found these. I saw someone else show these. I'm going to try to show them. You can see here, it's basically these really cute little lace cutouts. But the thing is that they didn't punch out the insides. So they do seem to fall out pretty easy. I think like with those, if you have one of those roller brushes to get die cut pieces out, that would make it even easier. So they look very cool. That's the designs. And I'll show you inside, but they kind of like pieces are kind of falling everywhere when I open them. See, like here, this one's about to pop out, that one's popping out. But so we've got these designs that you need to pop the pieces out. You can see some of them falling. And I don't know if they were like intended to be left like this, because there's one that's not. So then there's these, and this looks like it'll punch out. And you can also see there's like a faint, like there's a perforation up top. So this you could use like the shape, and then you could use this as like a frame. And you could probably find ways to use these little things that are falling out, but they're just gonna drive me bananas. So look, it's like a little moon. So I don't think I can manage to try to save those because I think they're just going to make me a little crazy. So here's this one. I got a lot of these punched out so you can kind of see. And then these, this is what I'm wondering if like this is what it was supposed to be like. like if that's part of why they didn't sell them or something, because they, this is fully punched out, and then you can see these hearts will pop out. Again, you can use the frame as well. And then this is just like a kind of polka dot background, which you also could ink over this if you wanted to. I mean, you could do that with any of them, but with this being white, you could kind of put it whatever colors you want. So I just thought that was a really unique kind of embellishment. There's 30 sheets, so that's like 6 of each. Yeah, I can do math. So yeah, I thought this would be fun to play with. I was like different embellishments. I found this. I thought this was cool. So if you have one of those like stamp presses, which I do, and I also got the little ones I've hauled before, like the package that had the little stamp press with dies and stamps and stuff. And because this is so small, I'm pretty sure this would fit that as well. But I thought this was neat in terms of like trying to find a way to hold down your stencils. Just using this, putting it on the little pegs and clipping your stencil, and then using the magnets also that you have with this to maybe hold down some components, and then stenciling over it. I don't know, I thought this could be fun. And again, it was $1, so if it doesn't work, no big deal. But I thought that was like an interesting way to kind of add to that punch. All right, let's look at these. So these are Oh Bunny journal contents. And it's all of these different like cards and papers. And we'll look at them really quickly. Let me take this down here. Again, to avoid some of the crinkles. So you've got all these different like shapes and sizes. So I thought this could be fun to play with. So like this just has a scallop on like 2 sides. You put this in like at the corner. You can obviously cut these down. This one has like a postage stamp side on 3 sides. This just has this on 1 side. And these ones are pretty big. Like you can see these are, I don't know, at least a 5x7, probably bigger than that. They must be bigger than that. It probably says on the pack. Oh, and there's a whole back too. Oh my goodness. I don't think I even noticed that before. Look at that. The back is so pretty too. Okay, well that's even better. This looks like, you know, a notebook. Very cool. These little corner notches. So yeah, I just thought these were such a unique kind of thing to put in. I mean, you can use it for embellishments for all kinds of stuff. Obviously, if you're into junk journaling, I think that's what these are designed for, and they would be perfect. I love that lock. That's very cool. And then we've got this size. This might be like a 4x6. I don't know. Again, I'm sure it says on the package, but that's cute. Remember? And there's like slight differences. So there's like a gray, there's like this like reddish brown, and then black. So there's a couple of variations of color, not a lot, but just a few different little things that make this, you know, different parts stand out. And this is a lot in here for $1. These are some pretty nice thick cards. I'd say at least 65-pound craft paper cardstock. Very cool. And then these smaller ones, these are kind of like the Project Life size ones. So we've got all of these guys. Oh, butterflies, that's pretty. I'll do it like this. There's that. And I hadn't been able to, like, you can see them on the back of the package. There's like a picture. I like the like dark and lighter grays. But it's just different to see them. I don't think I've pulled them out to really look closely at them. So that's cool. These will just be really fun. could like put photos on these. You could tuck them in as journaling cards. You could just make them little ephemera pieces. Let's see what it says here. So it says 36 pieces. And I don't see sizes. Alrighty. Well, I don't have a ruler handy and my cutting board is covered so that you don't get as much glare. So that's fine. This I also thought was really cool. So these were $1 and they're like these little journal or like, yeah, like basically little like journal making kits. And so I don't know if I will use them like this, but for $1 you get 2 of these little jump rings. You get this really cool like delicate wood frame that you could use on so much stuff. Like you could put this on the cover of an album. You could use like acrylic paint markers to color this whatever you'd like. Like this is just a really pretty piece of like very delicate like wood covering. And then there's this acetate, which I thought was cool. And it's punched, so you could, like the intention here is to put this all together and make like a little booklet. I think this would just, I'm guessing the holes go through. Yeah, I don't know how you'd put them. Maybe they want you to put them through like that in the holes. But we've got, you know, this, but whether it's, you know, used as the cover for something or maybe it's just like a shaker background. That is always, I like acetate, it's just fun to play with. And then the same thing, this like nice chipboard back. This would make a great album on its own. You're pretty much set to go, or you could use this for something else. And then you've got these nice, like really thick, these are probably 110, I would think, cardstock pages. So I don't know if I'd make an album with this as the cover. I might. I guess if you color it, I think that'd be cool. But I could definitely see using these components or even just these and putting something else on the front. So I thought that was a really unique find. I got these tags. They're okay. I've been trying to not get tags as much. I think they're cute. I always want to grab them, but I think I've mentioned before, I end up just, I end up making my own, right? Because I end up trying to, I want to use the papers that match and things like that. I have tag dies. But I thought the designs on these and the foiling were cool. Although, once I opened them, and I guess you can kind of see that, I just didn't look closely. I was a little disappointed because there's 8 of them, but only 4 of them have foiling. But, I mean, they do still have that nice little hole reinforcer. They're really solid, thick. These are also probably, I would guess, I don't know, maybe at least 80. They feel pretty thick. So we've got 4 plain ones, which is fine. And then we've got this one, and it's got this little pink stripe. And it says beautiful. And then we've got this one with these little gold triangles. Oh, so sorry. And then this one with this like colored top and the little light blue hole reinforcer. So those are fun. I think I actually showed these already. I don't know why these are here. The little, like, yeah, I definitely showed these. And I've seen other people haul them too. These little like plastic holders. I just think these would be great for like organizing ephemera. There's sticky adhesive on the back, so you could like put them in a journal and use them as like a little spot to hold things. They are just very cool. Okay, I got these. Again, when I could, if I had to, I tried to leave one closed in case I want to share, which I usually do. And then open one so we're not doing all this packaging. So these, I keep seeing these like drink stickers, and I always like them. I always think they're so cute, but I just feel like for $1, that just seems like when you're getting all these other stickers, to pay $1 for one sticker just seems a little crazy. So this was $1 for a whole pack. And these are, of course, exactly my vibe. The bright, the colorful, love it. Hello, sunshine. This little snake, go wild. Life is sweet. these little palm fronds. So this, I was like, okay, $1 for all these, that seems like a much better deal. There's been a couple times where I've bought like the one, but not a ton, just because I don't know. I didn't want to pay that much for just one sticker. And the last two things are, I got these rub-ons. So there's these gold foil ones and some black ones. I am not the hugest fan of rub-ons just because I feel like I can never get them to work right. But I really want to like rub-ons. I feel like that when they do work right, they're so pretty. So I'm like, okay, for $1, let me just try these. I like the color, colors of this, and black and white goes with everything. So I got those. And then finally this. I got these. The owls might be okay. You can kind of see the owls are really huge, but this is why I got these. Look at these eyes. I thought those eyes were gorgeous. And so I can do something with these owls. I can pull them out, play with them, maybe put them together. But those eyes are just super cool. And so that's why I got this package. So that is all for now. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for commenting. I love that there's like some regulars that I'm seeing and chatting with. So thank you for engaging, and I hope you have a wonderful crafty day. Bye.